Alright, I rated a bunch of wives twice, but now it's time for rating anime husbands. I asked you to submit them on Twitter. Now time to make you mad. Let's go! Number 1, Natsu from Fairy Tail. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. All Fairy Tail characters look like knockoff, rip-off One Piece characters. They look like the margarine of One Piece characters. This guy, 2 out of 5. Archer from Fate Stay Night. I haven't seen Fate Stay Night. I've seen Fate Zero. But this guy, he's got a pretty beefy body. I kinda like that. But he kinda looks like a douche. 3 out of 5. Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Here's my first historic 0 out of 5. Dio fucking sucks. What an asshole. Fuck that guy. Viktor Nikiforov from Yuri on Ice. I only watched a little bit of this. This character was alright. He's good looking, kinda, but otherwise didn't really grab me too much. But I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Everyone's favorite rating. Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, 5 out of 5. What a fucking badass. And I love the transition from Merciless Killer to Merciless Killer, but also a dopey dad. Nishinoya from Haikyuu, 5 out of 5. I love that Nishinoya is like, everyone loves him. Like, the crowd loves him because he's so good at what he does, and he's also just so spunky and energetic. He's so much fun to watch. I love how he cheers up the other characters. My angel boy. All Might from My Hero Academia, 5 out of 5. Both versions. I like how he's just a good guy. He's just, you know, I love both designs. If you haven't seen the show, there's another design, quote unquote, he has. But just based off this design, I love how just manly and chiseled he looks. What a fun character. 5 out of 5. Ichimatsu from whatever the fuck, Osamatsu-san. I haven't seen this. You know what? These all look like Garfield men. 1 out of 5? I don't get it. Master Asia from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. His name is Master Asia. Okay. I assume he's from Asia. You know, I kind of like his, he's got like a grizzled grandpa, badass kind of look. I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Kuon from Utaware Rumono. Just kind of looks like a kid. He's like a animal kid or something. I don't know, 3? 2.5 out of 5. Shikamaru from Naruto. Okay, this guy's pretty dope. I like that Shikamaru is very intelligent. You think he's just like this slacker kid who doesn't want to do stuff, but he's actually like really calm and collected and cool, and that's some of the best parts of his sort of interactions with other characters. I'll say 4 out of 5. And I like that he becomes Chunin before any of them else, because he's dope. Kakyoin from JoJo. I haven't seen this yet. This is part 3, I think. I'm only on part 2. He's the guy who does the like that weird tongue thing, right? Just for that, for now, let's say 3.5 out of 5. Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter. I like Kurapika, but he's kind of dumb. But he's a cool character, I guess. He's a little too okay, it's hard to say, like, oh, he's too focused on his entire clan being murdered, but sometimes it's just like that's all he's about, and it gets a little boring. But I'll say 4 out of 5. I do like him. Prom from Fire Emblem Awakening. Prom is a cool dude. Pretty sexy dude, I gotta say. In terms of character, though, he's kind of bland. I mean, if I'm being totally honest, but you see some good eye candy, so I'll say 4 out of 5. Koyomi Araragi from the Monogatari series. Kind of looks like Kamina, if Kamina was more emo. 3 out of 5. Kolia Kinoshita from Cardcaptor Sakura. From what I remember, I never watched this show, but whenever I see pictures of this guy, he looks like a giant. Like, Sakura looks like she's like this tall, and he looks like just a behemoth. From what I remember, I might be misremembering, but anyway. If he's a giant man, 3. Shinichi Kudo from Detective Conan. Yeah, this character's alright. He's kind of more interesting when he's in the Conan form. When he's in this form, he's kind of bland, actually. And maybe that changes later on, but I only watched like a chunk of it. But you know, he's a smart dude. 3.5 out of 5. Kageyama Tobio from Haikyuu, 5 out of 5. My favorite character from Haikyuu. I love that he is like, not tsundere, but kind of like he's like, I only care about this or whatever, but like he He like has a hard time getting along with other people, but he tries his best, and he's such a nerd. What a nerd. Nerd out of 5. Zelos from Tales of Symphonia. I like this character. The whole, like, I'm the kind of sleazy, kind of pretty boy guy is not necessarily my thing, but he's more interesting than some of the other characters in that game. So I'll say 4 out of 5. Might Guy. 4 out of 5. This guy is ridiculous. I appreciate his absurdity. His look is absurd. That bowl cut is a mess, but his attitude and his go get 'em just yeah sort of vibe, it bumps him up to a 4 out of 5. Wario, okay, he's one of my favorite characters. So in terms of favorite characters, he's like a 5 out of 5. But in terms of like being a husband, 1 out of 5. He is very, very selfish and kind of gross, and it doesn't care. He likes to be gross, but I would not actually want to date Wario. Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, 5 out of 5. He's a badass, but also he has a lot of goofy moments where he can just like, he's like very sarcastic and reacts to stuff. He's very funny in that way. And otherwise, a sexy, chill dude. What's there not to like? Reese from Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. This guy looks very scary. Is he a bad guy or a good guy? I can't tell. He's like, you're gotta go to your room. 1 out of 5. Makoto Tachibana from Free. I haven't really seen Free. This guy, appearance-wise, he's pretty sexy. Like 4, but personality-wise, I'm getting nothing. So I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Kaze from Fire Emblem Fates. Ooh, 5 out of 5. Look at this sexy ninja. That game had so many sexy ninjas, and Kaze was definitely up there. Look at those muscles. Look at that smooth green hair. Yeah. Portgas D Ace from One Piece. I like Ace, but he's kind of dumb. He makes some real bad calls, and I'm gonna say 3.5 out of 5. You know, I like him, but I don't love him. I feel like a lot of bad stuff could have been easily avoided if he had just been a little smarter. Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, I should. This character just looks like I would like him, though. He's got kind of that tough guy look, and he's like a thug, and he's got the pompadour, and he apparently has a light sword. I didn't know that was a thing. So I'll say 4 out of 5 for now. Astolfo from Fate Apocrypha. I don't really go for these like young looking, like, I guess he has a sword. I guess that's cool, but nothing about this really appeals to me. He's not horrible though. 2. Jotaro Kujo. Star Platinum is his stand. I haven't seen part 3 yet. This guy looks kind of boring to me. Like, he just seems like, I'm Jotaro. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when I watch part 3, I'll be totally surprised. Joseph is great in part 2 so far. Jonathan was completely boring. So I'll hold complete judgment for now. I'll just say 3 out of 5. Just his sort of vibe alone, he just seems very like, I'm serious. Sunohara from Clannad. This guy just nothing about these kind of characters where it's like, I'm the best friend and I'm cheerful and that's it. There's like no substance to these guys. They're all the same guy. They could be interchanged. 2 out of 5. Koga Ogami from Ensemble Stars. Okay, I don't know what this is, but he's got a dog. Clearly a dog lover. So I'll bump him up to a 3. Kirito from Sword Art Online. Kirito, first of all, has a fidget spinner, apparently, on his coat. He looks like he's 10 years old. I've never seen this show. 2. I don't know. He looks like a 10-year-old boy going through a deviant art phase. Reigen Arataka from Mob Psycho, 5 out of 5. You know, this character could have been so annoying because he's this sleazy kind of like money scheming kind of guy. But what separates Reigen from others is that he has a real heart of gold. He genuinely cares about Mob. I love this guy. I love his animations. I love how funny he is. You always root for Reigen, even though maybe Reigen doesn't necessarily deserve it. Roy Mustang from Fullmetal Alchemist, easy 5 out of 5. First of all, sexy as hell. Secondly, one of the most interesting characters in the manga. He has so many things going on. He's kind of like the almost other protagonists besides the Elrics. His fire power is really cool. His relationship with Ariza is really awesome, and his subordinates. Like, he's just a good dude, trying his best to, and he's ambitious. I love Roy. Hideo Akuno from Idolmaster's Side M. So he's like a shark guy. Okay, I can kind of dig that. Kind of look, but I don't know. He seems like a dick. Is he a dick? I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Kojaku from DMMD. So he's got like a demon mask and he's got sake. Okay. Pretty attractive face there. But the other way, he's just kind of like, I'm a bad dude. I'm a demon drinking dude. 3.8 out of 5. Hatsura Kotaro from Gintama. He just looks like a dick. Yeah, and I don't like his hair at all. That just looks gross. 1 out of 5. Nicholas D. Wolfwood from Trigun. Okay, when I was a little high schooler, I thought this guy was the shit. He had this cross gun, which was ridiculous. He's still a cool dude. His name is amazing, Nicholas D. Wolfwood. But it's gone down a bit because I don't really like Trigun anymore. I'll say 3.8 out of 5. Iwatoshi from Token Ranbu. I like his cool weapon, but otherwise he looks like a dick. And I'm not really drawn to guys who look like dicks. He's like, yeah, I got my little sword spear, my little spear, huh? 2 out of 5. Izaya from Durarara. I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of this. I did not like the show at all. This character was so annoying. He was like, oh, look at my, I know everything, and here's my cool monologue where I'm so cool and mysterious. Fuck this guy. 1 out of 5. Shun Kazama from Up on Poppy Hill. I enjoyed From Up on Poppy Hill, but I don't remember anything about this guy. He was just kind of like, I like the girl. I'm a nice boy. 2 out of 5. That boy Ryuji from Persona 5. 5 out of 5. Ryuji's my boy. Why couldn't we date him? He's just such a cool dude. Always got your back. Always got your dick. His pirate persona is dope. Ryuji's just a great dude. Probably the best sort of like bro best friend character you've had in any Persona game. Auron from Final Fantasy X is an easy 5 out of 5. Have you seen this silver fox? He's got a big ass sword. He's got the cool shades. He's just a grizzled badass dude. What a good design. It's a little extreme, but what a good design. 5 out of 5. Gyro Zeppeli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know which one this is. He's like a cowboy. Like a future cowboy. He's got weird goggles or something. Design-wise, he's interesting. I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Guts from Berserk. You know, I should read Berserk. I see Guts around a lot. I don't really know much about him. He just seems like he's very sad all the time. Kind of seems like a bummer. I'll say 3 out of 5. Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. What a good boy. He's such a good boy. I love how kind-hearted and just nice and polite he is. What a polite young man, and yet he can beat the shit out of you with his ridiculous punching power. So it's a fun combination. I'll say 4 out of 5. Junpei Iori from Persona 3. I like this character a lot. He's very goofy. Would I want to date Junpei? Probably not. So in terms of the character scale, like 4.5 or 5. In terms of dateability scale, 3. Caesar Zeppeli. I'm watching this now. So far, he's not really catching my attention. I mean, it's hard to when you're next to Joseph. He just seems like kind of like, I'm the ladies' man, and I'm also a cool dude, I guess, but doesn't really jump out to me. At least not yet, so I'll say 3 out of 5. Kenzo Tenma from Monster. I like Tenma, good-looking guy, especially when he gets like all scraggly as he's trying to chase Johan. Not the most interesting character, because he's the protagonist and he's just kind of like, gotta get Johan. But I'll give him a 4 out of 5. You should watch Monster if you haven't, it's amazing. Loke from Fairy Tail. I hate this guy's hair. He looks like if Sora's hair was made with French fries. 1 out of 5. Nova from Space Patrol Luluco. Okay. This guy is a pretty attractive face here. Kind of like a very, very blonde boy. And he seems like, yeah, I'm smart and I know what I'm doing. Let's say 4 out of 5. Karu and Kaoru Hitachin from Oran High School Host Club. These were probably my least favorite characters of the entire group. Kyoya was the best. One of them, like, had more interesting personality than the other. I forget which one. Like, one of them, I think, liked Haruhi. And the other one just had no personality. So, the one who had personality was like 3. The other one was like a 1.5. or a 1. Not a 1, let's say 2. So I'm gonna split the difference. Let's do 2.5 for both of them. Professor Layton. Professor Layton, 5 out of 5. Oh man, I love Layton. What a gentleman. Classy as fuck. He's just a good dude. He would treat you right. And you'd drink a lot of good tea and have a good time. So 5 out of 5. I love Layton. Gingo from Mushishi, easy 5 out of 5. I love his design. Love the kind of like, he doesn't fit in Japan because it has the Western clothes and the white hair, green eye. He's such a chill dude. I love that about Ginko. He's so chill. I could very easily just hang out with him and not get annoyed with him. 5 out of 5. Rohan Kishibe from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Again, don't know which JoJo part this is. I don't like his hair. If I'm just basing it off looks, his hair is kind of dopey. 2 out of 5. Iwaizumi Hajime from Haikyuu. This character doesn't stand out as much. I like his relationship with Oikawa. He seems like a cool dude, even though he's on the other side, he seems like a relatively cool, chill dude. So I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Griffith from Berserk. Apparently this guy sucks. Haven't read Berserk. I don't like how he looks at all. He looks very ugly. What is wrong with his face? 1 out of 5. Felix Argyle from ReZero. This design is all over the place for me. The cat ears and the weird ribbons. I don't care for that design at all. 1 out of 5. Okabe from Steins Gate. I like Okabe a lot as a character. Would I date him? He's a little bit too socially incompetent for me. But he does shape up a bit. I would say 4 out of 5 for dateability. Akihiko from Persona 3, 5 out of 5. Best Persona boy. I love how he's rugged and ripped, but also a giant nerd. Like, he's so dopey. And I love that. I love really badass guys, but who are also super dopey. Beowulf from Skullgirls. Well, he has a chair. He's clearly ready to start some shit. I can respect that. 4 out of 5. Kaiki Deishu from the Monogatari series. Looks like a weird vampire. Like a Wolverine didn't eat for like 5 months and was a vampire. I'm not into it. 1 out of 5. Camus from Fire Emblem. This looks just like, what the hell was his name? Xander, that's what it was. When I first looked at this character, I thought it was Xander, but it's obviously a different guy. Just by looks, I like Xander, and I like the kind of royal look he has. He looks like he can get shit done with his spear or axe or whatever he has there. I'll say 4 out of 5. Karma Akabane from Assassination Classroom. He's insane, huh? I don't go for the insane guys. They're kind of annoying to me. 2 out of 5. He looks like a Bakano character, but one that I would hate. Kitagawa Yusuke from Persona 5. What a nerd. And yet that works really well for him. Honestly, I don't think I would get along very well with Yusuke because he is very pretentious and very dorky. So I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Lelouch Lamperouge from Code Geass. What a dick. Code Geass was okay. Kind of dumb, actually. And this guy was a fucking asshole. 1 out of 5. Ginoza Nobuchika from Psycho Pass. Pretty good looking dude, gotta say. I like kind of like the long hair. So I'll say 4 out of 5. Umataro Nozaki from Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. I love this character. I adore this character. Would I want to date him? No. He's very dumb. 3 out of 5. Feliciano Vargas from Axis Powers Italia. I don't really like how the Italia guys look. I don't really care for that concept in general. But they all look like weird, annoying 10-year-olds. 1 out of 5. Mikurin from Nozaki-kun. Now, this character is a character I would date. 5 out of 5. What a giant nerd. We clearly have interests in common. He's a giant. He has a figure collection and he plays games. I could get along really well with Mikurin, as opposed to Nozaki, who is dumb as a rock. Laszlo from Fire Emblem Fates. Laszlo. I like this character, but he kind of overstayed his welcome when he was also in Fates. And would I want to date this guy? Not really. Like, yeah, he's kind of shy and embarrassed, that kind of type, but he's also kind of like, yes, I'm so great. 3 out of 5. Kiyotaka Ishimaru from Dango Bango. Haven't played this yet. I should. I like this guy's design. He looks very straight-laced. Very like, I'm very official. He's crying for some reason. I don't know what happened to him. But you know what? He shows his emotions. So I'll give him a 3.5 out of 5. Saitama from One Punch Man. I like One Punch Man. I like Saitama. Would I want to date Saitama? He's kind of boring. I don't think there's really that much to him. So 3 out of 5. Chulane, Kulane. I don't know how the fuck you say it. From Fate Stay Night. Okay, good looking dude. He looks like the Archer guy, the red guy. but blue. Is he like the palette swap? He's a good looking guy. Let's say 3.5 out of 5. Tiki Mick. I wish his name was Tiki Mickey. Anyway, Tiki Mickey from D Gray Man. Good looking dude, I guess. He's got some, like, are those tattoos up there? I don't know what those are. By looks, let's say 3.5 out of 5. Kai Kisuke, High King of Illyria from Guilty Gear. This guy looks like Saber from Fate, but a guy. 3.5 out of 5? I like his sword. Rin Okumura from Blue Exorcist. This looks like a character I would like if I was 12 years old. 2 out of 5. Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. 5 out of 5. Look at this dope ass, kind of cyborgy but not, grizzled former cop. Man, the scar. What a fucking badass. I love Jet. He's just like the dad of the crew. 5 out of 5. He's my dream daddy. Iskandar the Great, Fate Zero. This guy was probably the best part of Fate Zero. Yeah, 5 out of 5. This guy is great. I love how he just does whatever he wants and he's just so gung-ho about everything and he loves video games when he comes to our world and he's like, yes, this is awesome! Easily my favorite character from Fate Zero. 5 out of 5. Gundam Tanaka from Dango Bongo 2. I like this design because it's so weird, but am I attracted to this design? Not really. 2.5 out of 5. Charles from Eureka 7. He looks very like, I'm a rugged fellow. Looks like he'd have an Italian accent. Hello, I'm a Charles. Well, Charles 2, you're like Gaston, but I don't want to fuck you. Zero from the Mega Man Zero series. You know, honestly, this design is okay. I've never really loved this design that much. To be fair, I'm not really a huge Mega Man fan either. But I'll say 3 out of 5. Kanji Tatsumi from Persona 4, 5 out of 5. Best boy from Persona 4. I love his tough guy, but underneath that he's got that sweet exterior where he just loves like sewing and stuff. What a lovable goon. And he beats people to death with chairs. The best. Mika Kagehira from Ensemble Stars. Nothing really jumping out to me. He's got a flower crown. It's something. 2 out of 5. Speed Racer from Speed Racer. Speed Racer just has always looked like the most default, like, I'm an anime boy! 2 out of 5. Sugawara Koshi from Haikyuu. I like that he's Team Mom. He's like anime Michael Cera. He's like, wants to be more confident in himself, but he's like kind of like the sly, jokey kind of guy. I'll say 4 out of 5. Tsukishima K from Haikyuu. Man, this character really grew on me. I really thought this character was a dickhead. And he still is a dickhead. But boy, did he develop. So he developed, he would have been in like a 2, and now he's moved up to like a 4. Good job, Tsukishima. Taichi Yagami from Digimon Adventure. I loved Digimon as a kid. Kai is a little too like, I'm the protagonist! I'm the main character! Yeah! Like I like Matt or other characters more. But he's alright. I'd say 3 out of 5. Dandy from Space Dandy. Haven't seen Space Dandy. This guy, I like his general vibe, the pompadour. But he almost looks like he's like too much like, I'm Dandy. I'm so silly. So I'll say 3.8 out of 5. Siete the Eternal from Grand Blue Fantasy. I like his big blue sword. You know what? I respect that he's basically wearing a swim, like a Speedo and a just open shirt. He just is like, I'm all about this. I respect that. I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Mikazuki Angus from Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. I don't care for how his eyes look. They kind of weird me out. He's bleeding. What happened to his eye there? Anyway, 2 out of 5. Josuke Higashi Kata from Diamond is Unbreakable. Again, haven't seen this yet. This guy seems like he's really cool, though. He seemed more interesting to me than, say, Jotaro. So I'll say for now, 3.5 out of 5. I'd have to watch it. Gohan from DBZ. You know what? I love that Gohan became this just giant nerd. He was kind of like, I'm Goku, little Goku! Again! But then he just grew up to this, like, I'm a dork. When he's the Saiyaman, I love Gohan. 4 out of 5. Makishima from Yoapeta. I don't like how this guy looks. He looks like a grimy seaweed man. I've seen this character before. He just always looks like, I'm the slimy green man. 1.5 out of 5. Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing. Haven't seen Gundam Wing. This character looks like he has no sense of humor. I kind of like the long braid. I think that's a cool look. But 2.5 out of 5. Shota Aizawa from My Hero Academia. I liked this guy. I like his kind of chill, like kind of not taking shit vibe, but then he also really cares about the students. Haven't seen season 2 yet, but I thought this character was fun. I'll say 4 out of 5. Zen from Mystic Messenger. He looks like he's gonna like eat me or something. Like, I don't like that look on his face. He's a very scary looking boy. 2 out of 5. Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury. He just looks, I'm a trucker. He just looks like that. Like, hey, I'm American. I'm a trucker. I'll say 3 out of 5. And finally, Ryoma from Fire Emblem Fates, that scary armored hedgehog man. His design is a little too much, so it knocks it down for me a bit. And personality-wise, I'd rather hang out with Xander than Ryoma. So for Ryoma, I'll say 3.5 out of 5. Alright, I rated the husbands. Probably made you mad. I don't care. Goodbye.